Hello friends, welcome to Algo Repo. So today we are going to see lead code problem 662, that is maximum width of binary tree. So it is a medium level problem and it is also asked in Google and Amazon. So let's see what we have to do with this question. So in this question you will be given one binary tree and you have to find maximum width of the binary tree. For solving this, what we will do is that first we will find for each level we will find width, and after finding all the width of all the levels we will see whose which level has maximum width and we will just return it. So let's take this example. So at level 1 we have only one node, so we will have width equals to 1, and in the same way we have two nodes in this width, so we will have width equals to 2. And at level 3 we have three nodes, but we have to keep in mind that if this is my node and if my node have right node which is not null, so if it is not null and if I have any number of nodes whose values are null, still we count these nodes if my right node is not null. So here also we see here that our right node has valid number, so it is not null, and we have for this node we have left node equals to null, still we will count this node also. So in this level we will have width equals to 4 because right node is not null. So we got all the width for each level, and after that we will see at which level the width is maximum, we will just return it. So all the level 4 is greater, so we'll return 4 as a width of this binary tree. So let's see some examples. So let's see for this binary tree. So at level 0 we have only one node, so width will be 1. Here also width will be 1, because see here we have left node, and here in right side we have node that is equals to null, right? Because it is in right side and it is null, we will not count this. If in this place if we have any right node and this if the diagram was like this, if the diagram would like sorry, if my node would have like this, and 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 like this, and this value would have null, so for this width we would have counted as 2 because my right node is not null. We have to check rightmost node of any level is not null, we'll count all the left nodes. If it is null, we'll count that. So let's back to our tree. So at this point we have only one node, so we will count it as one width, and here we have two nodes, so we'll have two width. So in whole binary tree we this 2 is maximum width, so we will return 2 as a return as an answer. And for this node we'll have only one node here, so one width will be there, here two width will be there, and here only one width will be there because we have leftmost not rightmost, so we'll count only one node. So here also we'll return 2 because in this whole binary tree we got only 2 as greater width. And so carefully look in this binary tree because all the doubts if you have, it will be going to cover in this binary tree. So here we have only one node, so we'll have only width equals to 1, and in this we have only two nodes, so width will be 2. And see here, if we don't see, if you don't see this part, if you don't see this part, we have one node, and we have for left 4 and for right we have null. If only this part was there, so we will count only one node, we will not count this node. But because now we are seeing whole node, so we have right, from here we have one right node which is not null. So because in this level we have rightmost node is not null, so all the left node of this level will count. Even it is null, still we count as a node. So because of that, we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. So for this last width will have value equals to 4. So we got 4, 2, 1. So maximum will be 4. So we'll return 4. I hope you got this now. So this is the question. So let's see how we are going to solve this question. So what we will do, we will use indices. So what we will do is that we will use BFS, modified BFS, because see, you may have doubt that if suppose this is my tree, so we can do this using BFS. I'll come here on this node. I'll see how many nodes we have on this level. On this level, I have only one, so I can say that width is 1. And again, I'll do BFS here and here. And at level 2, we have 2 nodes, so I can write 2 as a width. And again, I'll come here, and at this level we have 4 nodes, so I can say that I have 4 nodes, so we can say that the level 3 width will be 4. And we'll see all the nodes, and 4 is greater, so we'll return 4. But yeah, this is valid. But what if my tree is like this, like this, like this? If we do BFS, from here we have only one node, and from here we have only one node. So total on this level will have only 2 nodes, but still we have to write 4, because if we are finding width, the width will be 4. But if we are doing BFS, we have only 2 nodes, so we'll write 2, which will be wrong. So what we will do, we has so till here for complete tree we are doing right, but something is missing. Because if the values are null, if the inside nodes are values are null, so for that we have some problems. How we are going to solve this problem? So this part, for this part, what we will do, we'll assign each node, we will assign one index, unique index. So the indexes will be same like we used to store trees in the form of array. So for indices, what we will do, we can use this or this formula. So if my, so this is my I, let's suppose this is my I node. So for this node I am assigning I equals to index. So if my indexes are starting from 1, so I will use this formula. If my indexes is starting from 0, so I will use this formula. So in, if I am storing in array the trees, so the indexes are starting from 0, so we'll use this when we are storing in indexes. But here we are not using array, we are just we just need starting index and left index, right index, like leftmost index and rightmost index. So we don't need 0 index, so we will start directly from I equals to 1. Still we can use this also, but for easy understanding purpose we are using I equals to 1, from I equals to 1. So what is the motive behind using these nodes, like these indexes? So what I will do is that if we see, if we come here on this level, so at level 3, if so we, let me assign indices first. So it will starting from 1, indices are starting from 1. So for node 1 it will be index 1, and it is going in left direction. So for left direction, 2 into I, and I is this, so it will be 2 into I, it will be 2. And in the left, 2 into I plus 1, so that will be 3 here. In the same way, this is left, so it will be 2 into, now my I is 2, 2, so it will be 4, it will be 4. And in the same way, from this node we don't have any right node, so we'll do not assign any node, any indexes. And from here we don't have any left index, we have only right index. So for right index we have formula that 2 into, here I is 3 now, so that is 3 plus 1, so 2 3 is 6 plus 1 7, right? So here we have got index equals to 7. So for finding width of this level, what we will do is, what we will do is that we'll just do end index minus starting index plus 1. That is, so here we have 7 as end index, so 7 minus starting index is 4, so 4 plus 1, that is 7 minus 4 will be 3 plus 1 4, so we got 4. So we will assign for level 3 width equals to 4. Still the nodes are null and we haven't traversed here, still we got value equals to 4, and which is correct. So this is because of this indexes, starting indexes starting indexes and end indexes, that is leftmost and rightmost indexes. So we don't have to see how many number of nodes are there in between, just using leftmost and rightmost indexes we can solve this question. I hope uh, this point you got. So 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 here if we see here, let me erase this first. Hmm. So if we see here, for finding how we will find indexes, because here we are starting from 1 and we have only one index, so starting index and ending index will be same, that is 1. So we'll use end minus start plus 1 formula and we'll get 1 equals to 1. So at this level we got in width equals to 1. In the same way here, uh, 2 into 1, so 2, we got 2 index here. So what we the so we'll see this is the starting index, and we'll see in between we have any nodes or not, we don't have. And when we come here, this is last index and here the index is 3, so we'll store 3 here and the index equals to 3, and we'll again same insert in the formula and we'll get 2. In the same way here we'll get 4 and here we'll get 7, and we'll see we don't have to see in between, we just need end index and starting index. Using that formula we'll got 4, and after that we'll just check which at which level the width is maximum. So here the width is maximum, so we'll just return 4. So let's see the algorithm. So this is the algorithm, so we are using BFS, right? Let me assign the indexes for the tree. So this will be my tree, so the index will be 1 here, 2 into 1, so here it will be 2, here it will be 3, and 2 into 2, it will be 4, and here it will be 5, and here because it is right, so 2 into 3, that is 6 plus 1 7. So this will be my indexes, right? So we'll use BFS. So in BFS will we have to use Q, right? We have to Q we use Q, and in Q will in normal we in normal Q we use it to store. If we are doing BFS, normal BFS, we use it to store only node, right? We use it to store only node, but here we also use indexes, we also store indexes. So if I see my if I see my queue, in my queue I will have two things. One is root, that is node, and also I have index. So I am storing in my queue pair values, that is tree node and index. I hope you got this point. So first we will so let's make one queue, and we will assign in first we will assign root value and index. So that will be, so 5 comma 1, right? And this will be my starting node. So what we will do, we'll use current, that is here current. And what we will do, first we will insert it. So let me insert first. So we will insert this in queue, and after that I will pop from it and I will store in current this value. So I will have 5 comma 1, and it will be deleted from my queue, right? Normally we use it to do this thing in my queue, but here what we will do is that before popping out will store size before popping out. So we will store here, so 5 comma 1 it will be there in my queue, and before popping out I will store size. So what is my size of the queue? So here I have size equals to 1, right? So my s equals to 1, right? So what I will do, I will make loop from I equals to 0 till what is my size of the queue. So here we have 1, because we have to find starting index and end index. So for that I am uh, making variables start index equals to and end index equals to. And what we will do, I'll see if, so we are at here, we'll see if this is my starting index, that is I equals to 0, it means that is this a starting index. So if we are at this node, so we'll see that yes it is a starting index. So what we will do, we'll assign starting index equals to 1, that is because we are storing in pair, so this will be my index. So I will write uh, if this is storing in current, so I will write current dot second. Current dot second will be my result will be stored in starting index, that is 1. And I'll also see if my I is equals to size minus 1, that is last index, like at this level, this is my first index, and I will see is this a last index. So here because we have only one index, so here end index is also 1. So we'll find this, and what we will do, we have popped it because in current we are storing this value, right? So what we will do, I'll check if I have left node, valid left node, and I will see if in right side I have valid node which is not null. So I'll say that yes. So what we will do, we'll assign indexes as 2 into current node, that is 2 into 1, 2. And for right we will use 2 into I plus 1, that is 3. So we have successfully completed level 1. We have traversed level 1, right? So this thing is deleted from it, and we have pushed. So here we are, what we are doing, we are pushing left and right values. So we will push here left and right value. So the left value will be 6 comma 2, 6 comma 2, and this will be 9 comma 3, right? We have pushed after popping that value, we have pushed here, right? So what we will do, again we will pop it, and we will store 6 comma 2 in the current node, that is here we are doing current node. Let me erase this current node 6 comma 2. I will pop it here, and I'll see if I is equals to 0, because we have got size equals to 2. So I equals to 0 to I equals to 2, and I will see after popping is I is equals to 0. Yes, because we are at here. So for here I equals to 0, and for here I equals to 1. I equals to 1, 0, and for equals to I equals to 1 for this node. So we'll see that yes. So what I will do, I will store 2 index 2 equals in S, and I'll see it is I is equals to size minus 1. So it is not. So again I will see here I have valid left and right nodes. Yes, so again I will insert these values. So index 4, and again for right we will store 5 comma 1, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 5, right, for this node. And this will be deleted, and loop will end, will come here. Again the loop will, now my I equals to 1, increases by 1. So now my I will become I equals to 1. So I will pop it, and again I will store it in current, that is 9 comma 3, and I'll see if I is equals to 0. No, again I'll see if I is equals to size minus 1, because my size is 2. So size minus 1 will be 1, and I see that I is equals to size minus 1, that is 1 1. So I will assign index. So for this I had index equals to 3. I'll assign I equals to 3, and again I'll see I have possible left and right indexes. So I see here that we don't have any possible left index because we have equals to null, but we have right index, so we'll store right index 4 comma 7, that is index node comma index, right? So this is it. So after that will come out of loop, and as we got s equals to 2 and end equals to 3. So again we will push, we will use the formula end minus start plus 1, that is 3 minus 2 plus 1, that will be 2, right? So at this level I got value equals to 2. At first, when we are at this level we got value equals to 1, and when we come here we got value equals to 2. So what I will do, I'll check if my current width is greater than maximum width. So at early we had 1 on this level, now it will become 2 because the current width is greater than maximum width, so I will assign 2. So after that again, so still here my queue is deleted, and now again I will start from here. So now I will see what is the size of my queue. So now my size queue is 3. So my I will go from 0 to 3, and again I will check. So right now I am at here now. So I am here now. So for this I will be 0. Here I equals to 1. Let me write it with this pen. So for this index I equals to 0. For this node I equals to 1, and for this node I is equals to 2, right? So I'll come here. So I am at this node because I am deleting it and storing in current node. So 2 comma 4, right? We got this. So I'll check if I is equals to 0 because we are at this node. So yes, so we'll store index, that is 4, s equals to 4, and again I'll see if I is equals to s minus 1, that is 2 because minus 1, so 2, so it is not. So will not assign anything here, and again we'll see we have valid right and left node. So we'll see that we don't have any valid left and right, so we'll push nothing here, right? Again now my I value will be increases to 2, increases to 1, so we are at this node. Again I'll see if I is equals to 0. No. Is I is equals to 2, equals to 2 because size minus 1, so no. And again I'll see if I have valid left and right node. So again we'll see that we don't have any valid node, so I will push nothing. Again I will come here. So now my I will become 3, 2. I will become 2. So I am at this node. Again I'll see if I is equals to 0. No. I is equals to s minus 1, that is size minus 1. Yes, that is 2. Yes. So what I will do, because we have already deleted this, now it is pointing in 4 comma 7. So I'll see that this is 7. So what I will do, I will store this 7 in end index, and again I'll see left and right indexes, we have any possible nodes. So we'll see that we have no. So after that I'll come out of this and I'll use this formula, that is end minus x, end minus s plus 1, that is 7 minus 4 plus 1. What will be the answer? It will be 4. So again I'll see it is greater than 2 is greater than 4, so I will change it to 4. So my max width will be 0 and my queue is also empty now. So I will just return maximum width, that will be 4. So this is how we are going to solve. So let's code now. So before coding guys, if you are new here, please subscribe the channel. So let's run now. So first of all we have to check corner case, that if my root is equals to null. If it is null, we'll just return 0 because we have 0 width. After that we will create one queue of storing pair values of type renode type, and for indexes it will be type int. So we got that. So we'll also need one max width, which will store maximum width, and let assign it to 0. And let's push starting index, that is 1, and root node, so it will be in pair. So after that we will loop till my queue is not empty, till my queue is not empty. So what we will do, first of all we have to find size of the queue. So right now I have size 1, but we will find size so size will be q dot size. For so for every loop we will find size, for each level we will size, and again we will do for loop for that size. So before that we will need two more variables, that is start and end, for storing leftmost and rightmost indexes. And after that we'll loop from I equals to 0 till I is less than size and I plus plus. And after that, so here what we will do, we will create one current variable where we will first front uh, we will put first front value from the queue, and after that we will pop from the queue. And we have to check two conditions first. So my if my node is first from the given level, and if my node is last of the given level, current level. So for that I will check if I is equals to 0, it means that this is my first node. So I will assign s equals to, because we are storing in pair, so it will be current dot second, because indexes are stored in second in pair. And in the same way I will check i if my I is equals to size minus 1. Why size minus 1? Because we are dealing with indexes, so indexes, and we are for in for loop we are starting from 0. Because of that I have to see is my I is equals to size minus 1, that is last node. If it is, so I will just store e equals to current dot second. I hope you got this point, you got this till here. And after that I will check if my current dot first first left left is not null. If it is not null we will push if it is not null we will push our the values in our queue in pair. So we will store current dot first dot uh, current dot first left will move in left, and the indexes will be 2 into current dot second, because indexes are stored in second, and at first we will store node. So this will be my for left side, for moving forward in left side. In the same way I will also see in right side. So for that I have to check if my current dot first is right is not null, means I have right node, valid right node. So I will move in right direction, and here the index value will be 2 into current dot second plus 1. And after that, after coming out of the loop, after every time after coming out of loop I will check if my max width if my max width is lesser than the current width. So for that I will use max function, inbuilt STL function, and the formula will be uh, end index minus starting index plus 1, and the maximum will be stored in max width. And after that coming out of while loop, I'll just return return max width. Let's see if we have done any typo error. So let's run now. Let's see. So we will get one error. I will show you why. So here we got, okay, we forgot to mention int here. So, and let's see. Even though my test cases will be passed, okay, I is less than, oh sorry, because we have created size variable, we don't have to use function. Sorry. So let's run now. Finished. So we got answer right. These are for this small input. But if I submit now, we'll get one error. That is integer overflow. Why? I will see. So for this, so data is too large to display. So this, and the error is signed integer overflow. Why it is happening? Because see, so what I am doing, every time I am multiplying my indexes. So let's suppose if my integer in my integer range, if the last value of my range is my I here, so if I am multiplying that last range value into 2, so it is overflow of integer, because multiplying, this is my last index, like range last value, if I am multiplying it, it is becoming double, which is not in the range of integer. So for that, what we have to do is that we have to increase the range of integer. So how we will do, instead of using integer, normal integer, we will use unsigned long integer. So the range of the integer will increase, so we will not get this problem. So for that, I will use unsigned, okay, unsigned long integer. So now my integer range is became very large. So even though I am multiplying uh, my integer value, it is out of overflow from integer range, but because I increase the size of the range of the integer, so I will not get this problem. So let's run now. So it is accepted, guys. So I hope you like the video, and if you are new here, please subscribe the video, and if you have any doubts or you have any suggestions to improve the video quality or anything, just comment.